I need a dance. I need a dance in a sweaty dance floor in the dark with flashing lights. I need that pretty badly. Would you believe I'm actually waiting to go on the radio? They want somebody to talk about the fact that the Irish government are planning on doing sponsored posts with influencers to like encourage people to follow the regulations. They tweeted me and I was like, sure, I'm doing nothing at 6:20 p.m. in the afternoon. In the evening. A couple of notes here, and I'm sure that I'll make no sense when I'm on the radio and that I won't use any of my notes. Look at me being a radio talking head again. Been a while since I answered a phone call. Like in general, I was like, she was ringing me, I was like, ah!
Let me go to Clisare, who is a YouTuber who has posted messages, posted videos about public health, about COVID-19, but you wouldn't necessarily, I understand, Clisare, share Maeve Atchison's enthusiasm.
I don't think that's true.
But aren't those Gen Z audience incredibly suspicious of anything that is remotely fake? And influencers who have been paid by government to communicate a message is the very definition of what is fake, isn't it?
No, I would fundamentally disagree with you there.
Because that's like saying that anybody who works in media who writes a sponsored article is fake and lying.
That's a distinction that you and I can make, but is a 16 or a 15-year-old going to make it?
Depending on the content creators that are selected. If you're going to select content creators that it's a total left field swerve for them and they are not showing themselves to be adhering to the regulations day to day, that makes no sense. Okay. So I think that it can definitely be done in a very smart way, and I think it's worth a shot. I mean, we can throw out figures like 20,000 and make it seem ridiculous, but what about the 8 million reported spent on traditional advertising? I mean, what's been the return on that?
Well, actually, that's a really good question.
He was so dismissive of influencers. So as we're gone back a phase in Dublin, we're now only allowed one other household into our household. So the family dinner this week got cancelled, but we have invited Alex's mum over for dinner. She was very disappointed that the family dinner got cancelled. Well done, Alex.
The idea was to put the sweets on the tables, but I can't do that. Dogmageddon.
Okay, I'm gonna go pick up your mother now.
Okay.
So she can drink wine. Oh, it's beginning to feel very September-y. I think the summer might be over.
Hello. Hello, Mill. Hello,
Harry.
Harry.
There you go.
That was a bit anticlimactic. Thank you, Alex.
No problem.
My hay fever is so bad, which is the worst time to have hay fever because you're sniffling and people are like... Alex and I had a fight earlier because he was asleep on this couch and I was in the kitchen laughing, watching the H3 podcast laughing, and then he was like, you shut up, you're so loud, and I was like, how fucking dare you say I have a loud laugh, you're so fucking rude.
No, you were like...
Yeah, so then I went upstairs in a huff and went... I went up, shut up for a second, I went upstairs in a huff and I went to bed. And then he came up later to find me. And then I was like, oh, you're gonna come up and tell me my laugh is too loud again? And then he was like, oh, you're mad about that. And then he did an impression of me laughing with my earphones on. Do you want to go for it, Alex? Oh,
why are you giving out to me? I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting. Why are you giving out to me?
Well celebration.
Well done, Alex.
Thank you.
It's been a week. It's been a long week. I thought you might enjoy this hurling commentary that just happened to come onto my radio. Two great Irish accents.
The Bills have been performing well, but I think even they will have to admit that their stick work today, their touch was just a little bit off. Despite a wonderful run that uplifted their hearts, they were just outplayed today.
Oh yeah, look, a great year for
I love hurling commentary. I have no idea what's going on. So two of my friends from Mayo now live in Dublin, which is amazing. I'm going to go meet them. We wanted to like go for a walk. We couldn't organise ourselves in the morning, but it's 4:30 in the evening and with the restrictions, nowhere is open. Most places are closing at 3 or 4, even where you can sit out, and most places you can't sit out. And it's actually really hard to find information on what is open and what isn't. I'm trying to Google cafes open near me, and then Google doesn't seem to know their opening hours, so then I have to check them on Instagram. Isn't that mad? It's actually open, Great to see the two girls now. We had Thai food, we had some tea. We were laughing about this moment on Grey's Anatomy where apparently there was an Irish character, or some kind of Irish writer maybe getting a joke in. There was a line where your man said, "I bet you a naggin." And a naggin's a measure of alcohol here in Ireland. It's like a shoulder, I think it's called in, I don't know, America. But it, like, we wouldn't bet naggins on things. So we were pissing ourselves laughing about that.
I bet you a naggin.
There's a real line in Grey's Anatomy. I bet you a naggin he vapes. We should bet each other naggins for things, Lorraine. I bet you a naggin.
I bet you a father naggin if I was really...
Daddy naggin.
Daddy naggin if I was really adventurous.
And Lorraine talked us into signing up for a fucking marathon. Now, I don't want to do it. As I said to her, there's nothing I really want to do less. However, I can't stand not to be included, so I'll do it. Now, I did actually run a virtual 100k over the course of lockdown, but like running a K here and a K there, you know, very different. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. Right, I need to go in and I need to bring Harry out for a walk because he's been alone with Alex all day. I picked up a bottle of Coke for Alex in the shop as a peace offering because I have been out all day. And I'd say Harry's up the walls now, having not been W'd. It's kind of been a jam-packed weekend. I played tag and I played touch and I saw my friends. And I saw Alex's mother Friday night. She was over to the house for dinner. So look, we're making the most of it. We're making the best of the situation that we have. Oh my god, Lorraine, I'll have to show you in the house. Lorraine made me a mask.
The girls, I'll give them tea now. Don't be round over them. Whichever ones you want. What will I have? And I have a mustard one there that might do well for the season that we're in at the minute.
What would you like, Claire?
This is actually kind of a sneak peek of the video coming out later in the week, so maybe I shouldn't say it. But anyway, whatever. Lorraine made me a mask. I picked it now. She gave me an option of a few and I picked the one that matched my outfit today. So I'm having a really pink moment. She's in baby jail. Melly, did you have a fight? Did she start it?
She finished it anyway.
Never a good thing. And the Rams gave up a 3rd and 22 earlier in the drive.
Peace offering.
Why peace offering?
I'm sorry I didn't W either dog today.
That's fine.
He clearly got some tissue. He loves eating tissue, that lad.